Hello and welcome to the Just for Gamers video game podcast. Episode 125. It's a five-man Beckham.
It's a five-man Beckham.
In this week's episode, there's some interactive chat. JfG Ash is waiting for Destiny 2. JfG Alex can climb up rocky walls.
I mean, I said I'd give it a go.
There's a fucking top one. And finally, he was a Sonic boy.
She said, "See you later, Tails," and fuck Knuckles.
Fuck Knuckles.
Fuck him. Or her. Hello and welcome to the JfG podcast. This is episode 125. My name is Alex and I'm joined as ever by my very good friend Ash. Hey buddy, I think I put a bit too much character into that. It started becoming a little manic.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey guys, welcome to the show and all that shit.
Well, yeah exactly.
Mate,
you know, stuff like that. How you doing? You alright? Did I ask if you were alright?
Don't care, mate. I'm good on a Wednesday as always.
Alright.
Buddy.
Oh, why is that?
Yeah, sparkling thoughts give me the hope to go on.
Yeah, mate.
Is that it?
That Lorde album.
Tell you what, mate. Might have listened to it this week.
Oh shit!
It was fine.
It was fine. It couldn't possibly live up to the godlike levels that I built it up to.
I can't remember. I think you gave it a 9. I mean, yeah,
it's a 9.
It could be a 9 if it was out of 15. I reckon.
Right.
Maybe 12.
It's a good album. I really like it.
I didn't mind it. I was fine with it. I will listen to it again, and maybe it will be better. Who knows?
It's a grower as well.
Ooh.
Right old grower.
Like the situation.
Yeah, like the situation. Just like that, buddy. Just like that. So, obviously, I mean, I'm going to get the old booze out of the way early doors because, of course, we're both watching the Liverpool game.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And if we're a little bit vacant
more
this week,
football
then
news.
it's
Forest
because
have just gone 2-1 up as well. Good news.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Following
Very
Forest
cheeky.
as well this year for some reason. Obviously.
Why not?
I'll talk about that later. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. What affinity do you have with Forest, buddy? Oh, before we go there, just fill me in, buddy. What are you drinking? What are you drinking this evening?
I'll tell you what I'm drinking. I found this one. I was in Lidl earlier. I was picking up some Gnarly Fox like I always do, and at the bottom there was another beer, and it was called Total Legend. I was like, wow. And it's the tagline is the daddy of all beers. Well, I'm a daddy.
Total Legend, obviously you can identify with that as well.
It's some sort of golden ale. It's got American Cascade hops. Aromatic.
Well, everyone knows what those are.
Exactly. It's got zesty grapefruit, apricot, and a hint of lemon. For a strong finish, also like the situation.
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit?
Grapefruit.
Yeah, apricot. And
grapefruit.
Grapefruit,
easy.
apricot. It's a mash-up between the two.
Grapefruit, apricot.
So yeah, Total Legend, mate. That's what I'm drinking right now. It's all right, actually. Not bad. What about you?
Beautiful.
What are you drinking?
I am on the cause this evening, buddy. On the American cause.
Nice.
It's fancied something a bit smooth and
isn't it?
and light, and it's both of those things. And it's got the old Blue Mountain on it, mate. So it's ready.
It's ready for drinking. That's what it's there for.
Ready for general consumption.
Wow. Oh. I'll tell you what that I've done this week, mate.
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh.
So what have you been up to this week, buddy?
Yeah, been doing bits and bobs. I got my new phone. My new old phone. XL.
Gigantor
It's
screen.
at least
How is it?
half an inch bigger. I mean,
every inch is important, of course.
obviously, size matters, buddy.
It does.
Yeah, it's fine. It works, which is the main thing. So I'm happy with that. I've managed to get all my apps and shit installed on there. And it's not crashing, which is the main thing.
Sounds like it's ticking all the boxes there, buddy.
Yeah, I had a bit of palaver with trying to get it because they were delivering it on a Friday, and everyone knows Friday's work day. I mean, I wish it wasn't, but it is work day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had to go and pick it up on Saturday. But you know what else also happened on Friday? My son went to like a football training camp at Nottingham Forest, the football team, on Thursday and Friday. And I got a phone call at work because Friday's work day. And it was like, Dad, I got a surprise. I'm like, what's that, son? He's like, got some free tickets to the football tomorrow. I'm like, shit, yeah, boy. Let's do this.
Fucking sweet, buddy.
Yeah,
of course,
mate.
not your first time heading to the old... what's that ground called?
The Forest.
The Forest. Heading out to the Forest.
I don't know. I think it's just like the City Stadium. I have no idea what it's called, buddy. I know that there's...
it's the City Ground. It is the City Ground.
Yeah, I thought it was. There's like a Brian Clough end. There's a Trent end. There's a... Bridgeford stand. There you go, mate. I've been on the pitch. Did some
video evidence of that, of course, from last season.
Yeah, I did. So yeah, we went to see Nottingham Forest versus Middlesbrough, and yeah, it was a cracking game because over the transfer window, Forest sold their super striker, old Asabolongo, old Brit, to Middlesbrough. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the football. I can't watch this and talk.
No, it's a dangerous thing, mate.
It's just not working right now. Right,
it's really hard.
Pausing that. Right, focusing on actually talking about football. So obviously every time he got the ball, he got booed, which was fun. We were sitting right next to the Middlesbrough fans, like me and my son, like one of his best mates and his mum. We were there. And yeah, we got all kinds of abuse thrown at us. I was like, cool. This is just where I want free tickets for kids. You know, that's where I would put, kids.
That sounds slightly ill-conceived, buddy, from whoever came up with that particular scheme.
It was quite funny, though, because by the end of it, we were giving them some shit back. So, like, I think we went, like, Forest went 2-0 up. And then like 80-something minute, Middlesbrough got a goal back. And then I think like a minute from the end, they got like a second goal. And it was disallowed. So obviously we jumped up on, the kids jumped up on the seats and we're like, whee! And we were like, oh, yeah, so that was fun.
Nice.
It was good times, man. Had some fucking internet issues on game night Friday night. Also, Friday work day, Friday night, game night. That's what it is.
Gibbons, buddy. It was painful. It was painful for you, and it just so annoying for us because we just wanted you to be able to come on, and it kept letting you come on.
Yeah, but like for some reason my upload speed was like fucking like 40 like kilobytes a second or something. It was just absolutely terrible. So. Obviously, I phoned up Virgin Media, gave them some fucking shit down the line, and I guess they started looking into it, and so I got like some download bandwidth, but yeah, no upload whatsoever. And in the end, buddy, this was still at the point where I had my old shit, not shit, it was pretty decent at the time, my old Nexus phone, which only does 3G, buddy, so obviously, I... put that into hotspot mode and then connected the PS4 wirelessly to that and tried to play some PES through the 3G connection. Which...
And how was that for you? Because from our end, it looked like things were completely fine. Your voice wasn't breaking up or anything.
I didn't have any issues. I scored a fucking fantastic 3G goal, buddy. It was
a
amazing.
worldie. Yeah.
And yeah, who'd have thought it? Fucking... It I would have thought online gaming would use quite a lot of data, but I played 3 games and it was 20 megs of data, and that was it. That was with voice chat as well. I was like, wow, that's amazing. So, note to self: if internet goes down next time, fuck it, rinse the mobile internet. And now
it is a genuine option these days.
4G.
I mean, whether you're 3G or 4, because a lot of the providers now they'll let you buy a little bolt on
That's
straight
true.
from your phone.
Yeah,
I
man.
can chuck 500 meg onto mine, like with for the cost of like £1.50, and I can do it instantly. So if your net ever did go down, you really can hotspot. And I suppose it'll depend on the game. It'll depend on the way the servers are put together. You probably wouldn't want to play like Battlefield on it, but
No, not a good
certainly
idea.
for sports games and stuff, it was fine.
Yeah, I did not have any issues whatsoever. But yeah, it was crazy. Never really thought that. One thing, buddy, that I did this week. I feel like, there's a bit of a theme tune that might go along with this that we haven't had for a while.
Oh my god.
What do you reckon it is, mate?
Is it anything to do with the outdoors?
It might be to do with the outdoors.
Oh my god. It's happening. Go on, buddy. Take it away.
Welcome to Patio Chat with your favorite hosts, JfG Ash, JfG Alex. Patio all the time. So this week, buddy, I've been out on the patio.
Oh!
Which has been a glorious thing. And obviously, as avid listeners know, I have a shed there now.
Sorry, it might sound on the recording that I was like sort of doing a really shit job of applauding you there, but actually a moth landed on my arm and I just killed it. So just so you know.
I
sorry,
thought it
please.
was like a nice sarcastic slow clap. I was like, I'm fine
it
with
wasn't.
this.
I didn't want to be rude.
I feel like it deserved that.
I'm fully involved here, buddy. Shed on the patio. Please continue.
Cleared out the shed. Painted the shed floor because we had some issues with damp over the winter. So yeah, I've painted. Wow, I cannot talk tonight. Painted, the shed floor, and also this evening, I kind of functioned together some kind of shelving unit in there. Oh yeah.
Wow, very
Shelving,
premium, buddy.
yeah,
Very
man.
premium indeed.
Got all my paints on one, then garden utensils on another. It's beautiful. I love it.
He's not fucking about.
No, got my WD-40 on there. Boop.
You got to
I
really.
have that WD-40, mate.
Yep.
So, mate, that's patio chat.
I enjoyed it.
Well,
welcome return to a
I
truly cherished section of the show.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I thought, I haven't heard that song for so long. And every time I do the podcast editing, it's there and I'm just like, delete. It's so sad.
One day, buddy, I'll have a patio.
Oh, that day will come, mate.
A boy can dream.
Indeed. So yeah, buddy, that's my woeful week over and done with. It was quite fun. The football was probably the highlight. It was fucking ace. What about you, buddy? What have you been doing?
I just saw a Curry's PC World ad, buddy. They're doing a LG 43-inch 4K telly for $429.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. An LG reputable brand. So
Coventry University on now for me.
Oh, right.
Here we go. Yep, LG 4K. Oh, yeah.
Coming down.
They're getting there.
100% committed to the show this evening, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing nefarious going on with regard to my eyes being sort of lured towards the television set. So yeah, this weekend, buddy, just gone. Not the one coming, because I don't know what I've done there yet.
Oh, future planning.
Yeah, well, I know what I'm doing. I'm going away for the night, buddy. I'm staying in a shepherd's shed.
I mean, I've got a shed. Can I charge people to stay in that?
To be honest, it's very shed-esque, this thing, so I think we might be able to get away with... There could be some tiles outside. I will take photos if there are, because then there... Nice. That's a patio, and I'll muscle in. But anyway, this week just gone, buddy. Saturday fun day. I went out and bought some light bulbs.
Yeah.
Saturday fun day, the age-old phrase. Saturday fun day. Just rolls off the tongue.
Fun
the
day.
alliteration of it. It's nice. Yeah. Bought some light bulbs. Light bulbs are hard to buy these days because everything is like
LED.
12 watts perceived 40 watts.
I don't
even know. There's like 50.
This is 10 watts, but I look like I'm, 90 watts.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
That
it's difficult. It's really difficult. I don't understand.
And then you've got different lightings. You've got like blue lights, yellow lights.
Oh, it's there.
I mean, I'm a fan of the red lights.
Then you got 3 different sizes of screw, 3 different sizes of bayonet. That's a fucking... Honestly, mate, it's a
Yeah,
minefield.
I feel like we could do a whole podcast on light bulbs.
Yeah, I mean, we could, but unfortunately not this week.
Why is that, buddy?
That's because this week, buddy, the topic is video games. And speaking of which, buddy, I bought some video games this week.
Fuck off.
Oh, yeah. My new my new age lineup, my new age library collection of 360 games continues to grow, buddy.
Nice.
As this week,
What we got?
we picked up Splinter Cell Conviction
Nice. Great game.
and SSX.
Oh, nice. I mean, I was
yeah.
never a fan of SSX, but, well.
I never played the originals. I never played the old PS2 games or the Dreamcast one, but this was a reboot that EA did in 2012, and I will talk about that in the next section, buddy. But
Nice.
yeah, went out, got some games. £2 those two games came to
Bargain.
in total. So
I mean, we have
That's-
also bought Uncharted Lost Legacy. Is it called Lost Legacy?
yeah, and F1.
And F1 2017 this week.
Haven't had the chance to play those yet because Uncharted unlocked today.
Yes.
We're doing a podcast.
Which is annoying because it came
Yeah.
out yesterday in the States. So,
Yep, unfortunately we can't
That's
talk about
brilliant.
that, but we will talk about it next week. Where
yeah, I
I've-
feel like it would have been pointless to talk about it today as well. Because
I reckon I might have completed it this time next week, if
Yeah,
I'm
I think
honest.
so. I think, what was it? It's like a 7.5 hour?
Something like that,
Well,
yeah.
I
And the
reckon I'll
missus
probably
really
do it.
wants to play it. So.
Yeah, like I was struggling to find a game yesterday night to play, so I ended up playing a bit of Tomb Raider. But that's Tomb Raider.
Give
And
you a
I was
hankering,
like,
maybe.
Yeah, no, I think so. For that like third person fucking adventure game, I was like, yeah, fucking, I'm ready to play like another like cheeky Uncharted game. I'm up for that right now.
Nice, yeah, me too. So yeah, we'll talk about that next week. And I'll talk about some 360 shit in the next section. Managed to sneak 2 meals out
Nice,
on Saturday, buddy. Went out for lunch and dinner. Little Italian cafe for lunch and some sort of smokehouse for dinner.
Oh, smoky
Fucking
house. Nice.
smoky barbecue lamb done in like a clay oven.
Oh,
I tell
Claymation.
you, I tell thee, they know how to do fucking chips. And
Yeah?
the name of the place is the hilariously titled Grub and Liquor.
I like it.
Sounds naughty. So
I mean, that's what you want.
absolutely. So that was nice. And then Ale Town down in the old Tunbridge Wells Old Town, buddy, getting on the ales, having a bit of sea cider as well.
Nice, I like it.
Cheeky bit of cider. Sunday fun day, buddy. Dinner with the folks, and then went to the movies to see a cheeky film called Atomic Blonde, which was thoroughly atrocious.
Yeah,
So
no, I don't want to see that film.
don't watch that. It wasn't even like fun shit, really. Like it was just shit. Like it was all sort of style. There was like no substance, but it wasn't like that fun either. Like it was just a bad movie. I really didn't like it at all. The missus quite enjoyed it, and that's the only reason we were going to see it. I wanted to go and see that Hitman's Bodyguard, because that looks fun, if a little forgettable. But either way, yeah, not the best, buddy. Not the best. Don't watch that.
I won't.
Not recommended at all.
I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 this week. That was really funny. I pissed myself with laughter. It was ace.
It's a funny film.
It was great.
I like it.
Yeah,
I need to watch that again.
there you go.
Yeah. Fucking sweet. Well, yeah, that's me. I guess that's you as well, buddy. So I suppose we should probably go and talk about what we've been playing. So as the dulcet tones of fantastic rock band Sundara Karma play in my headphones, buddy,
Nice.
what is it that you've been playing this week?
NHL 17. Yay!
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah, still going. That's what I ended up playing Friday night whilst waiting for my internet to sort itself out. Fucking still banging in the goals. Loving that game. It's awesome. Really good.
Fucking sweet. I need to get back on it. We had a single, not worth really mentioning, we had a single game of the show 17, didn't we, online?
Yeah, I'm not very good at that because I haven't played it at all. I'm going to put it down to.
I was really struggling because, again, it's yet another edition of the show where the online is fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's no sort of smoothness. Like, it's like a different game to offline. They just never bother, it seems. Or they don't know how. Maybe they're just inept. I don't know. You tell me,
possibly.
2K. You tell me. But,
Who knows?
yeah. That was all right. But yeah, NHL runs fucking smooth online as well as off.
It does.
We need to get back on that with Mel.
Yeah, man, definitely. I played some Norman Sky.
Oh, the lesser spotted Norman Sky following the massive update from a week or two ago.
Yeah.
How are you finding it, man?
Well, I checked. It told me the last time I played it, and that was the 18th of August last year. So that was a nice year break that I had from that.
Did you play it for long? Did you sort of discover any new stuff?
No. I loaded it up. I was like, I contemplating like starting a new game or, continuing with my old one. I was like, fuck it, I'll just go into my old one. I'll just pick it up straight away. It'll be fine. I don't know. I just can't be fucked with that game. Fuck that game. Really? It had its chance a year ago. And like, I know it's like done all these updates and made it like, oh yeah, No Man's Sky and stuff. I mean, like, if I got into it fresh right now, I'd be like, oh yeah, this game probably is pretty cool. But because I've already chucked in so many hours to it already, and I can't be asked to go back and learn the ways of it, which is terrible, I know, but fuck that game. No, man,
it's your prerogative. You can,
fuck that game.
You gave it a good old go at the time, but you said at the time, this is half-baked, we should, like, not play this right now and wait for them to fix it.
Yeah.
But you can't. You buy a new game that's so highly anticipated.
Man. You want to play it.
Exactly, it's really difficult. I think that the sort of game that I'm after is like the way that I feel about video games has changed in the last year to the point where I feel like if that game was coming out now, I'm not sure I'd be that interested.
No,
because
it's like
I've
that,
really been batted away from these sort of sandbox type games. The
Long Dark, is it? That survival game. Like normally, I'd be like well up for that game because like the art style looks amazing. It's a survival game. I'm like, yeah, I love that shit. But I just don't want to play survival games anymore. I've had enough of them, I think.
There was such a whole load of them all at once, wasn't there?
Yeah, exactly. And I just want that kind of throwaway game at the moment, which is terrible.
No, man, I'm totally with you. That's why I've been playing these 360 titles. I'm looking for. That's why I'm excited for Lost Legacy as well. Because
totally.
I'm just enjoying
want something to play and then finish and
man, like really tight mechanics, linear story-based sort of thing. Just funnel me down a fucking set of corridors for 10 hours and let me have a lovely time while I'm doing it. That's where I am at the moment. And I guess you shift, don't you? 6 months down the line, maybe
we'll probably be like, no, I don't
sick
want that
of
anymore. Like, I want a massive RPG or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing. Yeah, I don't want to play RPGs at the moment just because I'm like, I can't invest the time into them.
Yeah.
We've said this all before, though. Hey, repetition, eh?
Fucking absolutely, buddy. That's where it's at.
So, apart from that, buddy, we've played some games together, which we'll talk about in a bit. So, SSX, mate, what's that all about? Is it shit?
It isn't shit. I didn't have any love for the previous iterations of this thing.
I never enjoyed them. They were too...
I was Cool Borders, me. So
I loved Cool Borders.
Cool Borders 2 was a fantastic game.
I still got my original Cool Borders poster.
Have you?
I know, right? Mental.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been hankering for a proper good snowboarding game of late, and can't find one on the current generation. So
there's no extreme sports games, mate.
It's just steep, isn't it?
Fuck. I
still like the idea of
if I see
steep.
steep for like £10, I'm buying it.
I think so. I think we could have a lot of fun because it's all online. Like we can play it together.
We can just fucking scat about, mate.
And it'll get a mention again later in the show as well, buddy.
Ooh,
but
hello.
But yeah, so
Have you secretly bought it?
I haven't, but I might. Beware.
Don't.
This feels like I think it was around this time, like 2011, 2012. EA basically dug out all their old IPs and did like fucking cool dude reboots of them. I know they did a Medal of Honor game around this time as well. They tried to sort of recapture the sort of joy of that old franchise.
Oh god, that was bad.
It was a bad game. And this, so this is... It's difficult for me to say that because I only really... I did play SSX Tricky, but only the demo, I think. And I played like a Dreamcast version of it at some point. But this just feels a lot like, I don't know, a lot like sort of dude, sort of cool. Like, the characters are like shadow boxing and shit as they jump out of plane. Yeah, and it's a bit fucking... It's a bit bullshit, you know? It's a bit fanny.
It's a bit bullshit.
Frankly. It is. It is.
I'd say it's probably a lot bullshit.
It's a bit lame. It's a bit imagining EA bigwigs in suits being like, oh, the kids are going to fucking lap this up.
Oh,
you know,
they love that
sort
shit,
of thing. So that's really off-putting. But at the same time, the actual gameplay, after you get out of the tutorials, which are also awful, the gameplay is really nicely, and the control scheme's very intuitive. You've got left stick for spinning, right stick you can do grabs and stuff. It's got that sort of skate element, and I suspect they probably pulled some skate mechanics from Skate for this game, because I remember playing the old Skate games, and the way that you sort of use the right stick almost like, you know, left and then scoop it round to do sort of kick flips and kind of hold it up and you kind of grab the top of the board and that sort of thing. There's a lot of that going on here, and it's quite cleverly put together. Lots of really cool obstacles and stuff. The sort of thing Steep didn't have, where you kind of funneled down some really nice play areas, but it kind of keeps it pacey. You can't get stuck on fucking rocks and fall off.
Yeah.
And sort of really arcadey as well, where unlike sort of old Tony Hawk games where you needed to sort of self-right before you hit the ground, with this game you can sort of put all your tricks and stunts and everything together, and then if you release a few seconds from the ground, then it'll sort of right itself round and land for you, which sounds cheaty, but actually in the flow of an arcade racing game, which is essentially what this is, it works really nicely. So the missus is loving it. She's getting quite frustrated at the same time, because it ramps up the difficulty really fucking quickly, man. Like, we were really surprised. We got to like the 4th race, and suddenly we had to sort of outscore this AI character, and they were earning like triple what we were earning. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but all in all, for £1, cracking purchase. I don't know how much more we'll play of it, but we've certainly played it for like an hour and a half, and therefore kind of got our value
That's
already.
enough. That's all you need. Yeah.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Nice.
So yeah, that's SSX. It's decent.
Sorry,
the other
I've
thing,
just been on the 360 marketplace to see how much Skate 3 is to download. It's £15, but I can see that there's a free demo, so I'm going to download that later.
I saw it in CEX for £1.50.
Oh, you're joking.
No, it's that cheap.
Online, everywhere's like 10, 15 quid. It's crazy.
It's cheap, man.
I'm buying it. I'm going to buy it.
Pretty sure it was on CEX. CEX. Maybe it was Skate 2 I saw for £1.50. I can't remember if it's backwards compatible
Skate 3. We sell for £15. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Cunts.
Skate 2 we sell for £8.
Yeah, man.
Maybe it was Skate that I saw then.
Skate is well expensive. It's like the game that never goes down. It's like my wife.
Man, it can happen. Or not. Okay.
I'm gonna get
I guess that's backwards compatible, is it then?
Yeah, it is. You can play it on Xbox One and Xbox Scorpio 1X Scorpio Project.
It's the thing. I've been trying to avoid the backwards compatible games because they're obviously so much. Yeah, they're like five times the price.
Red Dead Redemption. I mean, fucking hell. Yeah, that game is just stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. I have to wait for some kind of sale. I think I'm going to download the demo though, like probably tonight.
Is that the demo where Jason Lee teaches you shit?
I think so.
Nice.
As long as it's got like a 5-minute like free mode, like I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah, man. I'll just go. I remember like it's in the top little skate park area, I believe. So yeah,
nice.
I'll be fine with that.
Sweet as the punch.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Sorry, just buttoning in there.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool. It's relevant, so it's worth it. Like, I've just got to say, the sort of stigma and novelty of turning my 360 back on, that's gone now. There's nothing weird about it anymore.
Mine's sitting there next to PJ's is sitting there next to my PS4. I just keep forgetting about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's there.
It's got to the point now where I'm just as likely to turn that on as my PS4 during the week.
That's fucking crazy.
Because there's so many games for like £1 that I'd never played. It's brilliant. It's a fucking like a gold mine of fucking awesome software that I never got round to playing.
I mean,
like,
totally.
Through that era, we did not have the sort of disposable income that we do now.
Would you think if we had an Xbox One now, then like that would be bliss because you could do both?
I don't know. I guess so. I mean, the main reason that I keep buying 360 games, though, is because they're £1. I mean, all of the backwards compatible stuff's going to be more expensive, isn't it?
That's true, yeah. Not everything is backwards compatible.
And having played all the way through Max Payne 3 and, like, got stuck into Splinter Cell and stuff, I'm not that fussed about the fucking graphics on these games. I accept them for what they are because I'm playing on 360 and I've got used to that. So I don't really care about them being up-resed or running on a new
You're gonna fucking
system.
play Uncharted tomorrow and just be like, oh my god, this looks amazing.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, graphics, I've never seen them so good.
It's gonna be like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and I'll be like, oh my god. Yeah. No, it's gonna be sweet. Funny. Yeah. And so speaking of awesome third-person games, buddy, I've been playing through Splinter Cell Conviction for probably a third time. I think I completed it the first time I had it. I think I went through it twice.
Yeah.
And it's so good. But I have to say, Michael Ironside's performance is pretty funny. Like the first thing that the missus said, she was like, why is that really old dude voice coming out of that young guy? And I was like, well, that's interesting because they changed it,
I guess,
after this one. But it's just fucking cool.
Mate,
Sam Fisher's awesome.
I remember seeing like the trailers and shit for Conviction and just being like, holy fuck, that text is on the wall.
I know. I got to the scene where he has to interrogate with inverted commas, and he's just like battering that geezer into the urinal and that.
Man.
I was
and
like,
you can
this
pick
is
what bit you want to smash him up in.
I was like, this is so cool.
Exactly. Right. Fuck me. They need to make a new Splinter Cell game.
It's so good, man. The stealth is really good.
Yeah.
The cover elements, like obviously they retained that all the way through into the Division.
And Conviction had the co-op mode as well, didn't it?
It did. Yeah. It did indeed.
With,
yeah.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember their names, but like, yeah, a Russian guy and someone else, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah. And there's some really good levels, and it was so satisfying going through with a friend and remaining like undetected. Fantastic. This game's awesome. I sat down, I was like, I'm just going to fire it up to see how it looks, because obviously it's getting on now, and, you know, see if I've still got the love for it that I once had. And 2.5 hours later, I turned it off because I had to go out. But I just, honestly, I'm fucking loving it. I'll play all the way through this once again. Nice. And once again, Blacklist goes on the back burner because reasons, because Michael Ironside. So there you go.
Well, Splinter Cell Conviction is backwards compatible, buddy.
Oh shit! Okay, I got a real bargain then, because it was literally like £1.50 in CEX.
There you go, mate.
Well,
so is Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. There you go.
That was all right.
Another decent game.
Indeed.
I should probably go through that entire list at some point and have a look at how many there are on there.
Just make a note of what you would play,
which ones I would
if you
play
had the
on
opportunity.
There. Be like, oh shit, maybe it is worth getting one. Because I've still got that other PS4 upstairs that I could sell and probably, or trade for an Xbox One.
I mean, once the X comes out, presumably you hit March time, and that Xbox One original is going to go right down, you know, probably.
Oh, they won't even make... Well, I think they've stopped making them in for retail, haven't they? So it would just be second-hand ones, I guess, wouldn't it?
I guess so, but, you know, there's not... it's not like Red Rig of Death, is it? So you'd probably be quite safe buying so second-hand this gen.
Yeah.
Well, something to think about, buddy. Something to ponder.
Oh, I love a good ponder.
So yeah, that's me, buddy. We've played a couple of things together. First, let's talk about your reckless purchase.
Yeah, I bought another game. I mean, we've been winning the game of buying games recently. We've fucking
can't stop.
Absolutely nailing it. Reckless purchase, mate. I mean, we joked about it last week on the pod, saying that Farming Simulator was in the sale.
It was.
Fuck it, I'm going to buy it. So I did.
And what a pleasure it is.
Yeah, it's Farming Simulator, mate.
It's the same game, but much more refined and looks nicer.
Yeah, still doesn't look great, but it looks better than previous years. I'm sure, 17 or 18, is much, much better. But yeah, fuck it. Wanted to do some farming, mate, and I got going. I got my farm up and running, and I played a couple of hours before, because when single-player games transfer over into multiplayer games on this, which is really good. So if there's times where you're not online, I can do farming on my own, and then we can pick up later when you are online, kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's nice. A couple of hours of dicking about, but yeah, it's the only way I can describe this is if you play a sports game and you simulate a game. So in Farming Sim, you can set up your tractor ready to do some ploughing or something, and then you can just hire a worker to do it. And I found myself just doing that constantly, just having everything was automated, and then everything was going. So I was just standing there. I was like, oh, right.
It's like a management game, really, isn't it? Rather than a farming game. First-person
farming management game, which was weird. I mean, you don't have to play it like that at all. But that's...
it's the way to make money, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, I need to make money, so I can... Because this has got logging, buddy, and, I want to go at logging.
We've got to get to that stage.
We bought a couple of chainsaws. You had a quick go on cutting some trees down.
Tried to cut down a lighthouse, yeah.
Tried to cut a lighthouse down, didn't you? Yeah.
Wouldn't have it.
No. Unfortunate. But we, before my internet cut out on the Friday, we had a fucking revelation with this game.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
This is funny.
In so many ways.
Yeah.
Oh, so, dear.
Let's pick a racing game. Let's pluck one out of thin air, buddy. Need for Speed.
Need for Speed racing game, yeah.
Talking the sort of 2015 edition of Need for Speed, which looked
reboot and all.
Looked like it was going to be brilliant. Turned out to be an overwhelming disappointment.
Yeah. Was not good.
One of the many deficiencies of Need for Speed 2015 was wheel support or lack thereof.
Lack of wheel support. It doesn't have anybody. You can't use a wheel with that game.
Not it doesn't support this wheel or it doesn't support this wheel. It doesn't support wheels.
No.
I know it's an arcade game, but for fuck's sake, is all I'm saying.
Driving in my car, I'll have a wheel, please.
You got a wheel? You want a wheel?
Yeah.
All the more galling, of course, when you fire up Farming Simulator 15, buddy.
Yeah, I did that.
Only to discover that Farming Simulator 15 does have wheel support.
It was. I just thought, hey, let's try it out. You can go first person whilst in tractor, and I was like, steering the tractors with the controller, it's not the greatest. It's a bit jittery. I was like, I wonder if you can, use the wheel, and fucking hell, buddy, you can. So obviously, as soon as you popped on, I was like, you need to load up Farming Simulator so we can have a fucking tractor race.
Oh, it was glorious, buddy. It really was.
So yeah, we had a cheeky tractor race. Maxing out at 26 miles an hour. It's fucking
flying along.
Fucking sweet, mate.
I tell you, those tractors with a wheel, they control better than Just Cause's vehicles do.
They do indeed.
Yeah.
Fucking
or without
terrible.
a wheel, in fact.
Yeah.
In fact, everything controls better than Just Cause's vehicles.
Yeah, I don't know. Watch Dogs, maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Can happen.
So yeah, Farming Simulator 15, mate. Not really much to talk about. It's farming simulated.
It certainly is.
There you
go. So let's talk about Sonic, I suppose, which is a game that I pumped several more hours into this week, having played it last week, but you hadn't had the chance to play. So now you have. How much have you played it, and what do you think, I guess, buddy?
I've played it for a minimum of an hour, maybe two, here and there over the week. I think I've got to the third or fourth stage. I think it's the third level. I mean, it looks great. I can't knock it. It's fucking Sonic. It does what it does. They've done a cracking job. I mean, it's kind of funny that they've got the filters that you can put on for CRT and things like that.
Yeah,
which is a nice little touch. Like the controls are great. I don't understand Sonic. I don't get it. It's either really fast or really slow. I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. I tried playing it like sensibly, I'd say, like a platformer. I'm not a fan of the jumping and the moving whilst jumping. It doesn't feel right. It feels like he's always going to overshoot like every single jump, which I guess is a challenge. But still, it didn't feel great. It's
very fluid. His jumping is like Mario's jumping feels very like defined.
Yeah,
feels very like
this
you
is how I jump.
This is how much you'll go. You're going to land here. Sonic feels far more analog, I think, and that's a bit of a Marmite thing in that, you know, I really like that about Sonic. I prefer it. The jumping in Mario, and obviously like this is utterly ludicrous. It's 2017, and we're comparing Sonic and Mario.
But this is what it is.
It is like Mario always felt very. I don't really know how to describe it, but Mario
logical.
felt. Yeah, yes. I suppose so, but just robotic.
Yeah,
sort
in
of
a way.
Robotic. Like it just goes there. There's no sort of give or feel to it. Yeah. Whereas Sonic's jumping, it's got like a sort of momentum to it.
Yeah, but like you say, like fluidity, and I understand what you're saying, because it is like it's like a natural jump. Like how fast you're going is depending on how far you jump. Kind of thing.
Exactly.
But that in there is the problem for me. Like I'm going through a level at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. I'm like, I guess this is where I jump. I mean, yeah, I could sit here and learn the level over and over again, but as a platformer, I feel like it should have the option to. I should be able to get around this, and it just doesn't. It's that stop starting thing. I'm going 100 miles an hour, and then it's just like boom. I have to start again, it doesn't fit with me. I don't know. But this is no criticism of the game that they've made, because it's a fantastic Sonic game. I think it's good that they've made it. You know, obviously it's made Sonic fans like fucking super happy. It's just I am not a Sonic fan, and I don't think I ever will be, because for those reasons.
No, it's understandable. Like I understand what you're saying there. And yeah, like God knows what I would have thought of this game had I not been a fan of Sonic in the first place. But yeah, it's just one of those. I mean, as you say, like it's just not for you, but you can see how beautifully crafted it is. You can feel the love for it in this game. You can feel how dedicated and everything passionate the people who made it were.
That's the thing, like. That's why this game is good, because
and for a massive, like for anyone who grew up with a Mega Drive and loved those old games,
Genesis,
it's such a treat. It's just such a treat,
indeed.
So yeah, no, it's interesting though. Interesting to hear your thoughts.
I think I still like pop it back on every now and again, but I don't think I'm ever going to get over it, because, you know, obviously I didn't grow up with those mechanics, and that's why they're so alien to me, I think.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess. No, fair enough, buddy. Fair enough. So the last one we played, and this was with old Funk Buddy on Co-op Game Night.
Indeed,
we went back, and it's been many weeks, but we finally went on back to play a little bit of the old Ghost Recon Wild Pants.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
We won't dwell, but this is a bad game.
Bad game.
It's a bad game.
It's not great, man.
There's so much wrong with this game, and the more you play it, the more you find it. It's really painful, and we got stuck on this section with a level, and the way that it works with the way that you can fail a mission and then it reloads and it's like game over, like it's so at odds with the sort of flowing open world, always online co-op sort of elements. Yeah. It's very bizarre that they made those. There's just a series of decisions that they made when making this game that I couldn't agree less with. And we kind of ran into all manner of problems. It's still fun. It is still fun with friends, I think. but you could never call this a good game, could you? How did you feel about it going back after a little while out?
I don't know. It was fine. I feel like there's way too much in that game, and like clearly we've lost interest in it now. Because we never were really invested in the story or anything because it was fucking terrible, and all the characters are bad. The only thing that kept us going was we kind of got into a flow of stealth in missions and stuff like that, which we started to enjoy it. We were like, oh, okay, cool. And like some missions, like we did one the other night when we played, where we didn't even fucking kill anyone or get noticed by anyone. We just you stealthed it in there, grabbed the guy and got him out, and like that was amazing. I was like, fucking hell, that was well cool. Like,
it was really satisfying.
Like, me and Funk were like overwatching just in case they fucking spotted you. We were gonna fucking do them in with the snipers, but then obviously you got out and it was wicked. But then there's other times where we're like, right, we're gonna stealth this, we're gonna do like what we always do, get the drones out, fucking pick off people over there, and it's just like, it just fucking goes terribly wrong. Or there's like a time limit that we don't know about, and it just fucking starts counting down from 10.
Did that several times.
What are you doing? What are you doing, game? This is we're ghosts. We are here not to be seen or heard, and you're just forcing us to go in there fucking guns blazing.
It's just gaming it, though, isn't it? It's just they can't, Ubisoft, they can't fucking help themselves. They can't just let you enjoy a game for what it is. They can't just focus on specific mechanics. It's fucking all or nothing with them. They got to chuck more mechanics at it, more like gamey elements. Like, I really feel like they're abusing the whole Clancy name at this point, because that name used to mean something, and what it meant was slightly more pedestrian, more realistic stealth combat shooters, and they were satisfying, and some people liked them and some people didn't. But this new collection of Clancy titles, basically since the man died, it's just not the same. It's just not been the same. Like,
nah, man.
And it's the most annoying thing about Wild Pants is it's so close. Like, it's got all of the right elements in there, and it's just not kind of put together quite right. And it could have been brilliant.
I mean, when this game was announced, it was like, 4-player open world, fucking do wobbly bops and everything. We're like, yeah, wow, cool. This could be the fucking game that's going to be amazing. But, we had our doubts being Ubisoft and all that lot, but, well, we were right, obviously, in the long run. But,
Yeah, and you haven't got to be geniuses to work it out.
No, exactly. It's not like we're fucking clairvoyant or whatever. It's just like, well, it's Ubisoft, isn't it? They lie out their fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, is what it is, buddy.
Gibbons.
I feel like we've definitely got our money's worth and all that lot, and had some fun moments and had some funny shenanigan moments, and it's been a game that has got us through sometimes. I guess it just could have been so much more.
That's it. That's about the size of it.
Yeah.
So I think that's it, isn't it, buddy? Have you got anything else?
Not off the top of my head. Liverpool winning 4-1 at the moment, which is nice.
They are indeed. Oh, you've pasted something in here, buddy. We got someone on the old live stream.
We've got on the YouTube chat, old Robert Lawton. He says, cheers, dudes. The faces are still fucked, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that at all.
But he's asking, is the new Sonic better than Crash Bandicoot? Obviously.
Objectively, yes. But then Crash Bandicoot, it's all open to interpretation. I thought Crash Bandicoot isn't like a world-remained classic, like beloved title.
I never enjoyed Crash Bandicoot back in the day, so I would not enjoy the remaster. Yeah.
But I think Crash Bandicoot, you've got to give it some credit in that they rebuilt that from the ground up, and they've done a fantastic job.
It's a good remaster and everything, but it's just not for me.
It's a great remaster of a very mediocre game.
Yes, I think so.
Whereas Sonic is almost like a sort of like a celebration of the first 3 Sonic games.
Another thing with Sonic is like loads of people obviously have been saying about all these new traits and stuff within the Sonic game that weren't there before. I'm like, I don't know, what are you on about?
Yeah, that would take some of the shine off of it.
I was like, is that not in there? What's this? Like, I don't remember like the sticky and bouncy pads, like the goopy stuff.
Yeah, they're new.
Yeah, you see, I knew that was new.
Basically, the first act of each zone is sort of classic.
Yeah,
and then the second act you'll find new elements and things that kind of weren't there before.
So there you go. That's how far I got, buddy. I got past that sticky, goopy stage.
Fair play. I would say Sonic the Hedgehog was, the original Sonic the Hedgehog was a far better game than the original Crash Bandicoot, and as such, playing that same sort of game now,
playing that same song,
it's far better. It's it's just if you liked Sonic, you'll love this. Basically, if you liked Crash Bandicoot, you'll enjoy that for about an hour before you realise this actually wasn't very good, was it? So there you go. That's what I think.
Indeed.
So there we go, buddy. I suppose we should move on.
Gibbons.
And now it's time for the news.
Fucking news.
Number one.
Number Wang.
In the spirit of speaking about Xbox games, 360 games, backwards compatibility, so on. Battlefield Bad Company, the original, is now on backwards compatibility. So I won't be buying that one, buddy, as it triples in price or quadruples in price or whatever it does in the coming week or so. But yeah, that's another game added to the backwards compatibility library. Bit of a classic, kind of spawned the whole quirky feel of Battlefield that people really liked.
Indeed.
And that's now available on backwards compatibility, so you can play that on your Xbone. And
Bad Company 2, mate, that was the one. Oh,
yeah.
Patio tanking.
Oh,
mate, I could do patio tanking on my patio. That'd be amazing. I've got like multiple tiers of patio. Oh,
ripe for it, you are.
Right, it is fucking ripe for patio tanking, that is.
Gibbons. Number 2. Deep Silver is publishing Shenmue 3 in Europe for some reason.
Give a fuck.
It's all little tidbits for me this week. No substantial stories of any kind.
That's
I've just
fine.
got
That's what I like. I'll give one-word answers.
Yeah. That's happening. I don't really know why that's happening, and 2, why it's only happening in Europe, or why it's not happening in the States. Whichever way you want to phrase it, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They released a new gameplay video of that at Gamescom, which is so little has happened at Gamescom that I kind of almost forgot it was even on, to be honest. Xbox conference, very underwhelming, and not a lot going on at all. So there we go. But either way, this was a bit of news. But yeah, they released a trailer, and it looks like, and it probably is this, and that's probably why it looks like this. It looks like a dude who used to make Dreamcast games was like cryogenically frozen, and then someone woke him up a year ago and was like, "We got all this power now," and he was like, "Sweet." And so he made a new game, but without any of the knowledge or expertise or just progression that the games industry has made since Shenmue 2. He just made basically Shenmue 2 again, but shiny. And that's kind of where we're at. So I don't know if that was good or made any sense to anyone, but
total sense, mate.
That's how I feel about it. We'll move on. Next, more importantly, very important, of course, because it's always big news when this gentleman's involved, buddy. Pez have been on the old warpath again, signing up. They signed up football teams recently, buddy. Fulham. Giants of Europe, Fulham.
Yeah.
They've signed up another brand ambassador to go alongside Maradona, of course, buddy, who sued them and then became a brand ambassador. This time a man who didn't sue them, but he's still lovely. David Beckham, buddy, has been signed
lovely.
up. He's exclusively with Pez now.
Exclusive to Pez.
Exclusive to Pez.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're my club and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Weird, though. Weird, sort of, the way that they're doing this.
They're on the fucking prowl. They're going to get them bit by bit. Konami taking over football.
They're just buying the FIFA license a player at a time at this point, buddy.
It's going to be quite expensive.
It is. But they don't care. They've got the pachinko money rolling in. They're more than happy with that.
Indeed.
So yeah, we've got David Beckham coming to my club. I don't know if he'll be available to purchase as a classic player in career mode. I hope so.
That'd be good.
Because I'll fucking buy him. But it's not just one of him. This is the funny thing about this deal that they've signed. This is from the Eurogamer website. In-game, Beckham turns up in PES 2018 Legend following the launch of the game on the 14th of September. Several versions of Beckham from key points in his career will be featured in the My Club mode across different campaigns. A total of 5 eras are represented, including Beckham's formative years in England, his time in Spain at Real Madrid, his time at Italian club AC Milan, and then in the US for LA Galaxy. There's also an era representing his international career playing for England. So yeah, there's going to be like 5 different... You could have 5 different age groups of Beckham in your midfield.
What you're going to do in your career mode, buy all the different aged Beckhams, have them as one team.
Absolutely. You can have a 5-man Beckham midfield. The old 5-man Beckham, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a 5-man Beckham.
It's a 5-man Beckham.
It's a 5-man Beckham. That's what it is. So
obviously.
The video trailer for this tries to recreate his goal against Greece that qualified England for the World Cup, which is all very nice. Yeah. Cool. I like David Beckham. I like Pez.
Oh, man.
Fucking fine. I'll have him. It's the old 5 David Beckham.
I love it.
5-man Beckham there, buddy. Beautiful. There we go. Next. Sony are at it again, buddy. This is developer of Ark Wildcard, buddy. Of course, Ark releasing proper this week.
Sorry, in the chat, apparently 2K do that with Michael Jordan as well.
The old 5-man Jordan.
5-man Jordan.
Beautiful.
Nice. I love it.
Sweet.
Fucking well good.
Get with the program. You can have your 5-man Beckham, and then you can have your Usain Bolts up front. Be perfect.
Obviously.
Yeah. So yeah, a wild card. They're releasing Ark. They've doubled the price because apparently it's a full game now.
It's fully developed and it's a game.
Yep. But this is rearing its ugly head again, buddy. Apparently, Wildcard, they've said they've got crossplay working between PS4 and Xbox One. They've got it working in their office, and they would love to implement it, but Sony won't allow it. That's verbatim quote from Wildcard.
Because we can't protect our players.
Oh, we can't protect our players.
Fucking twats. I mean, fair dues. I mean, it's like they don't have to do it. I mean, it would be cool too, because that would mean, like, if I had an Xbox and you had a PS4, and we wanted to play Ark, we could. Ah, fuck. Hoffenheimer's good.
Yeah, bastards. It won't matter.
No.
Anyway, yeah. Every time they do this, it makes them look fucking shitty. But I would imagine if they maintain this stance, like, across the next 6 months, then people will stop moaning about it. They'll just take it for granted that Sony won't allow crossplay, and people will stop sort of trying to paint Sony in a bad light for it. I think it's kind of shitty. I've always liked the idea of crossplay, not with the PC. Fuck off with your mouse.
No, what was the first one? Shadowrun. Shadowrun. That was I had that. That was not fun.
That was shite. But
that was really bad.
But yeah, no, I think it'd be rather nice if we had the option here.
Indeed it would.
But no, fuck yourselves, says Sony, box quote, on the old PlayStation. So there we go.
Nice.
We'll move on. There is confirmed not Dead Island syndrome.
I know.
This is, of course, Agents of Mayhem, which has been reviewing poorly this past week or so, and has entered the UK charts in, let's face it, a chart with basically no big new releases
nothing.
in it. There's nothing. So the chart last week was Crash Bandicoot clinging on still for some reason, and then, GTA and Fallout basically up there still, because they're still out selling new games.
Dishonored 2, apparently.
Yeah, big price drop on that one. I think that's why that popped back in. But yeah, it's entered. Agents of Mayhem has entered the UK charts at number 4, which means that this week, as in just sales for this week, that's how this chart works. It sold less than Crash Bandicoot, which is still number 1.
7 weeks now.
I'm reliably informed that that's only the case because Sonic didn't get a physical release.
Yeah,
it's digital only, so it isn't included in this chart. But Sonic Mania has sold very, very well, and expect to hear some interesting stats about that over the coming days. So number 1's Crash Bandicoot, number 2 GTA, number 3 Fallout. So Fallout 4 sold more than Agents of Mayhem this week. So that's not great, is it?
No.
So yeah, no Dead Island syndrome there, buddy. But maybe there isn't one this year. Don't really know.
Destiny
we thought it might be Lawbreakers. We thought it might be Agents of Mayhem.
Yeah, both games selling terribly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's F1 coming out, I guess, but that's a yearly franchise.
Yeah, can't be that. Yeah.
I don't know. Destiny 2, mate. It's the same date as what it was before, 6th of September or whatever. That was Dead Island's release date.
I'm still crossing my fingers that it's perhaps everybody's golf that is the Dead Island syndrome.
It could be, mate. Could be. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
A couple more things from me, buddy. The Crew 2 finally has a release date. It's the 16th of March worldwide. I really like the look of that, although if it plays like the first one, then I won't be remotely interested. But there we go. And Brink is now free on Steam, just so you know.
Which is nice.
Cool game, Brink, and you can just pick it up for nothing now. So if you're a PC gamer, then perhaps head over and get your free download, buddies.
Indeed.
So there. That's my news, buddy. I think we'll head over into what I know to be my favourite section, because it's the truth, buddy, and I wouldn't lie to myself. And that is, of course, Ash's news favourite things of the week.
If you like news but hate information, you have found the right place. Ash's news favourite thing of the week.
Cheers, buddy. Let me just get my XL phone out so I can find...
it's a big one.
Find what I've got. Oh, apparently Sony is teasing something new for PlayStation.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, it's another price hike. Yeah, so no idea what that's going to be. Who knows? Whatever. Battlefield 1 is getting a 5v5 mode called Incisions. I don't know. Something like that. 5v5. Battlefield. What do you think?
What's domination? Is it 8?
10?
Okay.
Maybe 8. Maybe
10.
It'll
come down to the maps, won't it? I mean, it's more of a COD mode, that, really, isn't it? And whenever they've tried to do sort of close quarters deathmatch stuff in the past, I've never really thought it was really very good. But then Battlefield 1's mechanics are far better than previous Battlefield games, so...
Indeed.
It'll certainly be worth having a look.
Indeed, buddy. PES 2018 gets a new Gamescom trailer, and also a playable demo is coming to consoles next week, or this week, I guess, if this goes out on Sunday. There you go. So play PES, buddies. Go nuts.
That FIFA demo can't be too far off now, either.
No, it must be soon then. We'll have to give that a go, see what it plays like. Probably shit.
Traditionally speaking, yes, it has been the case for the last few years.
We're big fans of driving racing cars in a virtual environment. We love that shit. We buy all the racing games.
Yep.
Shit, good ones, whatever. Project Cars, probably one of the best sim games out there at the moment, I'd say. Project Cars 2 is coming out this year.
Yep.
Project Cars dev says it might make an arcade-style racing game.
Oh my.
That's right.
Shit, man.
That is right.
Some sort of Gotham-esque extravaganza?
I don't know. This was just, comments in the thing. Where was this? This was on GameSpot. But yeah, Slightly Mad Studios might make one.
I'd be well up for that, son.
Good, wouldn't it?
I love that shit. They make a great game. I'm really excited for Project Cars 2.
They say it wouldn't be Project Cars, though. It would be probably
but then,
different.
You've got Forza Horizon as the sort of arcade element. Oh, incidentally, that's another game I was very tempted to buy for the 360. Forza Horizon. But
Slightly Mad made Need for Speed Shift. Which
that was a good game.
Yeah, which was the Need for Speed sim in a way.
Yeah, that was the one with all the cool first-person shit, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And I was like, oh, wow, this looks really cool. This is completely different so it could be something more that direction, maybe. Who knows? But that could be cool.
Yeah, exciting
But
stuff.
that's not the best thing this week, buddy. The best thing this week is Destiny 2 launch trailer came out, buddy. So get on the hype train with me. Let's get ready for Destiny 2. It's coming out in less than 2 weeks, mate.
Oh, man.
I know. It's
Good
just
Lord.
I've kind of ignored everything, but now I'm like, fucking, here it comes. And old fucking Bill Nye's in it. Not speaking. He's like, you see his character there.
The science guy. Oh, no, there's a different...
The speaker?
The speaker. Yeah.
The science guy.
Yeah.
Forever known as the science guy now.
He is?
Yeah, Bill Nye, the science guy.
Absolutely.
Known fact.
Yep.
So, yeah, his character's in the trailer.
So he does return.
Well, I don't know. He's been captured by Ghoul or whatever his name is.
He came from the moon.
He came from the moon. He brought a tank to a gunfight.
I brought a tank to a gunfight. Mate, I'm well up for Destiny 2.
I know. It's the fucking PC beta as well, like this weekend. And I'm going to try and find time to get on there and download it and play it. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Maybe.
Couple of biatches, buddy. Yeah, you'll have to let us know how that goes.
Yeah, I will do, obviously, if I get into doing it.
It'd be weird if you didn't.
I mean, I played it, guys.
But I don't want to talk about it.
Fuck you.
Yep.
They're my secrets.
Yep.
So there you go, buddies. That is my news favourite things of this week.
Oh, what a pleasure it's been, buddy. And thanks so much for that. That's your news. That was my news before that as well.
Fuck. There's something that I've written in the notes.
Oh, good Lord. What?
No, yeah. I'm just ignoring your fucking notes, even though if I write something in there, I just ignore them as well. But yeah, there was a thing about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds exclusivity for Xbox One this week. There was an interview, and yeah, they fucking Xbox is such cunts when it comes to like launch exclusive or whatever kind of exclusive. And yeah, so in this interview, like the guy, I can't remember who it was, Mike, whatever his fucking surname is, I can't say that word. Like he was asked, what's up with the exclusivity? And pretty much he just came back and said, oh, you need to talk to the dev about it. It's up to them or something. It's like, what? But why wouldn't you just say, yeah, it's a timed exclusive or something like that? It's just fucking annoying.
It's fucking ridiculous behaviour, frankly, especially after Spencer went off about how like Sony do deals and shit.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, so from what they're saying, it's down to who are they? Blue Hole. There you go.
Yeah. So but
if they want to make it looks like
he basically said that they're publishing it on Xbox and it is a console launch exclusive.
Yes. But
he did not elaborate on any other thing. And basically, what I read from this interview, mate, was that it could come out the next day on PS4.
Yeah, exactly. There's no timed, limited, whatever.
There's nothing.
It's just like fucking, We've got it for the launch.
If they want it to come out on the 15th of a month on Xbox and the 16th on PS4, there is nothing stopping them from doing that. So there's no exclusivity there at all. It's utter fucking bullshit from Microsoft.
And obviously, like, you know, Xbox had old, whatever his name is, Player Unknown, at their Gamescom conference the other day. I was talking about it, and like the only thing I could think of is obviously he's bought into this, like, he's been paid for this, like, publishing and the exclusivity, the launch exclusive. So like until that game is launched, he just can't say anything about any other console whatsoever. So when people ask, it's just like, I don't know. Gotta talk to that guy.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's just a fucking shit. Like, obviously, it's just trying to get sales of fucking Xbox One X's going through, because you know, fucking it's got PUBG.
Yeah, and good luck to them in that respect. But
fuck it. Why not?
This bullshit, like, fuck them for that.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, there you go, buddy. That was the last thing that I writ.
Thank you very much for that, buddy. Thank you. That was your news. And then some more.
And then a bit, that was like just the tip as well.
Just the tip. Yeah, just a little straggler. And that was my news, and that was the news. And now it's time for Out This Week.
And that's out this week. And I've written, if you want, you can just delete some of these as we go through, because you just fucking
and I did.
You want, mate.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So we've got Destiny 2 beta early access on PC out this week, buddy.
Indeed it is. Indeed.
Something we've just talked about. So
yes.
So there's that. We've got Rock of Ages 2 coming to PS4, PC, Xbox One.
Didn't play the first one.
No, it's a boulder. It's a boulder. Marble Madness or something.
That put me off.
Yeah, not
that was enough. The artwork was enough to put me off.
It looks like it's got a little bit of Dizzy.
No, it looks like fucking clown shoes.
Dizzy the Egg about it. No, it does look shite. So there is that. We've also got Warriors All Stars, buddy.
Great.
Do you like that sort of thing?
That's Shadow of Warriors, or
it's a hack and slash.
Was it Shadow? Because I saw that on fucking. No, I'm thinking of a different game. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah.
No, okay. We've also got Sonic Mania PC version coming out this week. It was delayed a week from launch for the other consoles and so on. So that is finally arriving this time round, buddy, this week.
Enjoy that.
Yeah.
You can torrent the shit out of it.
You can. You can indeed. Also out this week, we have Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle on the Switch, which looks cool. It's another big game for the Switch. Thank fuck for that. This is... what, Mario Rabbids XCOM game?
Yes, mate. It was like the only interesting Switch game that I was like, wow, I would actually play that.
It does look great. I can imagine online being brilliant if they had some sort of infrastructure for that, which of course they don't.
Obviously.
you have to... They got no voice chat on the Switch. You have to download an app on your phone.
Yeah, I mean, we did that the other night when we played 360. That's a win. And... yeah, we spoke through Discord, which was fine. I wouldn't want to do it every time that I wanted to chat to someone. I mean, that's fucking dumb. But hey,
and but if you had to do it that way, then you would use Discord. You wouldn't use Nintendo's
I wouldn't use Nintendo's
shit house
it's gonna be
first party bullshit.
Yeah. Exactly.
So there is that.
Yeah.
What else have we got? We got Windjammers, buddy.
Windjammers. I always just think of like Pilot Wings for this, but that it's not that.
No, isn't
just
Windjammers...
because of the name Windjammers, I'm like, Pilot Wings, some kind of flying thing, but it's not.
Isn't it a volleyball game?
Yeah.
Am I right about that?
Yeah. It's like pixel fucking
top-down volleyball game. Yeah.
It's like that fucking Disc Jam. It is Disc Jam.
It's Discbeard Simulator.
Discbeard Simulator.
That's right, yeah, but like a 2D version.
Well, yeah.
Top down. Okay,
8-bit,
well,
16-bit, whatever.
they've done a remaster of that and it's coming out, so fine. What else we got? Pillars of Eternity arrives on the...
Complete edition, buddy.
Yeah, it arrives on PS4 and Xbox One.
Cool.
I'm not in the mood for a game as in-depth as this right now, but when it first came out, I really wanted to play this game, and I still kind of do.
It's Diablo, isn't it?
Well, it's sort of a Diablo. It's got kind of Dark Souls sort of elements to it as well, but it's just sort of an old school RPG. Reminds me a little bit like Baldur's Gate and games like that.
Gate.
I don't know. I think it looks quite cool, to be honest. But I think if we do jump in, then it'll probably be after a price hit, I would imagine.
Another question in the chat. Does the Switch have online yet?
Yeah, it does. The service at the moment is it still free? It had
I think
online,
it's free until the end of the year or something.
Yeah, it had online from launch, but it's going to become a paid subscription service.
Yes. And that's when you get your free game for the month.
Yeah, so they're bringing in a sort of a PS Plus-esque type thing where you pay your, is it 40? I think it's 40.
40 quid,
a year.
Quid.
And each month you'll get a classic game. Which originally they were going to have that as a rental system where if you say you get Super Mario World, it would be taken away at the end of the month and you'd have to buy it. But at this point, they've gone for the PS Plus method where you can slowly build up. Oh, that's not too bad then.
No, that's not bad at all, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, it does have online. I've heard mixed reports about how well it plays. And as I said, there are no game chat elements except. I was
just going to say, it must
have
because Splatoon 2 came out a while ago, didn't it?
That's right.
Was a heavily online game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the controversy surrounding that is that the tick rate, I think this is something that came up with Rainbow Six Siege. The tick rate on Rainbow Six Siege at launch was 30 ticks, and they upgraded it to 60 because people weren't happy with the hit detection and the speed at which the server was refreshing. As I understand it, Splatoon 2 is actually 14 ticks. So it's half that of what Siege was originally. Yeah. Now, I know this is a cutesy arcade sort of game, but it's
still,
also...
if it's competitive...
It's an esports game, man. It seems a bit weird that they've done that.
Maybe they fucking up it a bit.
I think it was done because obviously...
they're going to have dedicated servers you can pay for, buddy. That's what it is.
Possibly. I think the reason it's done is obviously the lower that tick rate, the less bandwidth you're using for sort of in-game elements, and the smoother it'll probably run. But
it'll run beautifully on 3G.
Yeah, but it doesn't keep track of player movement and
Play it on
firing
3G.
and bullets or stroke paint. But yeah,
can you put a SIM card in the Switch? That would be amazing.
Don't think so.
They've missed out a trick there, mate.
Perhaps. What are we doing? Out this week. Here we are.
Surf World Series. Deadly Alliance. Whatever, mate.
Dead Alliance. Dead Alliance is a first-person zombie.
Fuck off.
Fine. Surf World Series.
Played the demo of this the other week. We haven't spoken about it for reasons it's shit.
Yeah, we didn't like this, did we? No. I really wanted to. I quite liked the art style and the way that they were trying to sort of have the control system, but it just didn't really work out. We only played it for 10 minutes each.
It's no Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer, buddy.
You're damn fucking right.
There was another surfing game like on the PS1 that was fucking amazing. I can't remember what it is. I'm going to Google it furiously while you go on about the next one.
Championship Surfer?
Possibly. I don't know. I can't remember.
Surf Riders.
Anyway, I digress. Surf's Up, mate, that's what it was.
You loved Surf's Up.
I loved Surf's Up.
Yeah.
Maybe Tarzan.
Also out this week, we've got Killing Floor 2, which is now coming to the Xbox One. This was a PS Plus title a little while ago, and I don't think it was very good. So we played it and then I deleted it.
Well, yeah.
But give it a go. It's zombies mode from COD.
No.
XCOM 2 War of the Chosen expansion arrives this week, buddy, on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. That's an expansion for XCOM 2. Ark Survival Evolved full release. If you want to pay double the money that you could have paid last week for Ark, then you now have the ability to do that.
Yes.
Absolver is out this week, buddy.
I don't know what that is.
I like the look of this, if I'm honest. It's kind of like it's a third-person game where your hand-to-hand combat is the bread and butter. But from what I've read of previews and stuff, the control scheme and the way that you fight is like a sort of slowed-down, more realistic version of the sort of rock-steady Batman mechanics, you know? There's lots of sort of kiting around people and parrying and blocking and stuff. I suppose For Honor did a little bit of that. That's probably the most recent game that had a bit of that in there. But this is all very much sort of like Kung Fu-esque kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sold by those controls. It looks a bit jank.
Well, yeah, it's quite mechanical, but I think it's the sort of game that you could really get into. It also looks really nice, although even the PS4,
not dying.
Even the PS4 gameplay trailer seemed to have slowdown in it, which was something of a concern. But either way, there we are. Also out this week, buddy, Everybody's Golf on PS4. We were on the beta of that. I don't know if it was closed or open, so I can't remember if we were allowed to talk about it. So we just won't.
Yeah, it's fine.
Dead Island Syndrome there. And finally, Life is Strange Before the Storm, Episode 1. This is the Life is Strange prequel that has been made for some reason, and that's coming out on PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
I think I got halfway through the second episode and was like, I've had enough.
Yeah, I wasn't really enjoying it because I didn't really care about the characters, and I felt that the decisions that I could make were a little bit restrictive, especially for a game where I could reverse time. So,
nice.
Didn't go down that well.
No.
But there we are.
True.
Oh, well. So there you go, buddy. That's out this week. There's a lot out. And that's all you can ask for, really, at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. Games. Get them out. Get them in.
He likes it. And now it's time for the JfG Top 5. Just for Gamers Top 5.
What's the top 5 this week, buddy?
We got a top 5. That's the news, really, that we got a top 5, buddy. It's been a while since we had a top 5. We got a theme here, buddy. Kind of what's going on here, it seems, is that we were expecting to hit sort of a golden release time, as is tradition. Usually you got your summer drought, you get your Dead Island Syndrome out, and then perhaps a month later, 6 weeks later, you're balls deep in golden release time. Good shit comes out every week, all the way up to usually December, where things tail off around the sort of 10th of December because they don't want to sell shit anymore because the parents haven't got time to buy it before Christmas. So that has been the traditional way in which the games industry operates through autumn and winter. But we've been having a look. Obviously, we check the list of upcoming titles on a weekly basis for out this week, and you can't help but sort of scroll down and be like, you know, what we're going to get later in the year. Obviously, we're planning out our credit because we sort of share accounts and so on. What are we going to spend our money on? And we've gone through, and it's not looking great, to be honest. Like, there's a couple of games a month, maybe, that...
It's all just fucking the same bollocks that's come out all the years before.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. Just no.
The most exciting releases leading up to Christmas are the annual franchise releases, and that's
it's
never
like
a good sign,
new
is it?
Wolfenstein, new Assassin's Creed, new Call of Duty... fucking South Park can fuck off. I mean, I think we've said that already.
Well, we're just so annoyed by the way that was delayed,
yeah.
and they took our pre-order money for like a year,
Yeah.
and then refunded it. Like
Fucking twats.
really weird.
So that whole debacle, I'm going to go for. That's
Debacle, the old debacle.
Yeah, debacle, shambolic debacle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just put me off. South Park completely. I'm just going to wait until it goes into sale now. I'm not fussed.
No, fair enough. Well, so to the top 5 after that little intro there, buddies, with a suspiciously ungolden-looking autumn and winter heading our way. What are the 5 games we are most excited to play for the rest of the year? Now, I was going to get Ash to make a top 5 list, and then I was going to have my own top 5 list. Ash, you decided to make a top 1 list, didn't you?
I made one game that I'm excited for.
Okay, so let's go for your top 1 list first, buddy, shall we? What in this top 5 here, buddy, what's your top 1 most excited for game? Sentences.
Take a guess, mate. Take your fucking... Go on. I bet you don't know.
Is it Windjammers?
It's fucking Windjammers, mate.
No, it's Destiny, isn't it?
It's obviously Destiny 2. I don't know why. I really enjoyed it. Like, I was never fucking obsessed with Destiny. I feel like, I guess compared to like me and you and like our mates, I was obsessed with it. But like compared to people that obsess about Destiny, like that put like hundreds and hundreds of hours in it, I'm like, I think I've played that game a total of like 7 days. So whatever, how many hours that is, which is a decent amount, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
to put into a game.
It's north of 100, and that tends to suggest you really fucking loved a game. But
yeah, exactly. But it's not in the.
But you're
fucking,
not a spaz
like,
about
thousands. I don't go like, I don't play it every week. Do the weekly strikes. Do the whatever. I'm not like that guy. I just thought it was a fucking really good first-person team co-op shooter, and I'm very much looking forward to Destiny 2 because all the stuff that we were promised in Destiny 1 hopefully will come through in this game. And that's why it's going to be fucking awesome.
Gibbons. Full-blown Gibbons.
It's at 30 frames per second, but who gives a fuck, eh?
Me. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah. We're those cunts. Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, that's your top 1 then, buddy.
Yeah, mate. There's like literally looking through the rest of the year. I mean, there's like, I'm looking forward to Pez. I'm not normally looking forward to Pez, but I am this year. I'm looking forward to F1 that's coming out next week, obviously, and Project Cars 2, obviously, makes sense. They're games that I'm going to enjoy, but I'm not like excited about them because I'm just like, yeah, sweet, new stuff.
And that's the thing, like I've put a top 5 together here. There's a few curveballs in here, and I could have easily put F1 and Pez in there, but what's the fucking point? Everyone knows I'm looking forward to those games. Yeah. So I've tried to go for stuff slightly outside the box, although that was hard because, as we've said, like it's not looking.
It's fine. Annual franchises, or there's no like new IPs or anything, is there?
No, it's going to be a bit of a sort of hunt for the diamond in the rough regarding sort of indie titles this winter. Oh
yeah, and I think we're going to get stuck in with some of them.
Agreed. I think that's where the action's going to be, because in terms of AAA town, there's a bit of a shortage in the lead up to Christmas this year. But either way, I've put a top 5 together. We'll go through very briefly. Firstly, Gran Turismo Sport, a game that was in closed beta for, I think, like 3 months. And I played a shit ton of this, and I think I still can't talk about it. So I won't talk about it. I will just say that I reckon I've played that closed beta for a good like 10 hours. So that maybe gives you some sort of insight, especially bearing in mind that the nature of that closed beta was such that you couldn't just go and race whenever you wanted. It was timed events, stuff, wasn't it? Kind of in keeping with the way that you can kind of plan game sessions and events on the PlayStation dashboard. So yeah, there was maybe a race an hour, and you had to qualify and then be there for it. It wasn't the sort of thing where you could sit there for 4 hours playing it. So for me to put that sort of time in, that will tell you something, I would imagine. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've never bought a Gran Turismo game before. It was such a pile of wank when they first announced it, and then the second reveal video showed how far it had come, and I am very excited to play that. So that's my number one, buddy.
Yeah, the last Gran Turismo I think I had was 3.
A-Spec.
No, I didn't have A-Spec. Wasn't that the blue one?
I don't really know. I can't remember. They kind of went a bit ski-whiff with it after 3. They sort of... didn't they have 4, and then they had like a demo that was a half game, and then 5 was like shortly before the PS4 launch. It's kind of hard to keep track. But no, I played a lot of 1, but I never actually owned it. But I think
I played loads of 3. I think that was like one of the titles that I first got with the PS2. It was fucking awesome. Really good game.
It was really nice to have a garage full of cars. That was something that no other game really had done, wasn't it, at that point?
Indeed.
It's a beauty.
Ah, good times. Those endurance races, fuck me.
Man,
what a waste of time.
Absolutely. I still want
to
to kind of do that on Project Cars. You can do like the 24-hour Le Mans and stuff.
Indeed.
A bit of a commitment, though.
Yeah.
Book some holiday. Not sure the missus would accept that over the course of a weekend.
Yeah, well, she can be like your pit crew, like bring your drinks. And,
that'd go down like a sack of shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You should proper like RP it and fucking get in like a full like suit of
the overalls.
Racing suit. Yeah. Helmet.
To get the little piss pipe.
Yeah.
Just get a bit of plastic trunk in and just run it to the toilet.
Oh no! What are you on about? You could just get your empty wine box of wine and then just attach that to your dong and
donger.
Then, it's the opposite. Yeah, you're pissing in it, not pissing out of it.
Little stubber.
Yeah, little stubber.
Yeah. Number 2 on my list, buddy, Destiny 2, for the reasons you just said. Number 3 on my list, Steep Road to the Olympics.
Is this like DLC or something?
It's an expansion. I believe that it will be available standalone.
Okay.
And it is a focused, proper video game, whereas Steep was just, I don't know, a selection of mountains. This would appear to be a proper game with events and races and properly set out courses. A sort of SSX stroke Shaun White snowboarding sort of experience, perhaps. I don't know. I really like the look of it. I'm sure it'll be an utter dreadful disappointment because it is a Ubisoft game.
Yes, mate.
Speaking of which, buddy, number 4.
Okay. Yeah, number 4.
Far Cry 5.
5. Yeah, mate. Fishing in Far Cry 5. Fucking, I'm buying that game now.
I think it looks cool.
Any game with a fishing fucking mode, I have to have it.
I think they've taken a look at Far Cry and they've gone, this lacks character, and they've tried to add character. And whether they're successful or not, I don't know. But everything I've seen of it, from trailers to gameplay to explanations of the lore, I think it looks really cool. And probably in a normal year, in a golden release-esque sort of autumn, I'd probably not be that fussed. But as
another Far Cry,
we are where we are, and as such, I might want to pick this up. We should see.
I'm quite tempted. It's quite late in the year as well. It comes out, so
it is. Yeah,
but at that point in the year, that's when lots of sales are going on. I think
that is true. They do tend to chuck one out just before Christmas, so might be time to buy Prey. I believe they've...
Okay, sure.
I believe they've fixed that now.
I never thought about that.
I'd quite like to play that.
I just totally disowned that game.
I forgot it even existed.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that game. That's gone from my memory. Maybe.
I still want to play that game. I just wasn't willing to pay more than sort of 20 quid for it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Possibly less.
Definitely less.
Maybe less. Number 5 on my list, buddy, is Call of Duty.
Yeah, cool.
The longer... The more time passes...
I mean, if you're a retard, that's on your top 5. No.
I don't know.
No, there's no excuse.
I loved the old Call of Duty World War II games.
It's not that at all.
No, I know, it probably isn't. But if it's got like a 12-hour campaign that's really good, it won't, will it?
And it's going to have a 12-hour campaign that's like Modern Warfare, but with old guns.
That might be really good.
I doubt it.
Yeah, me too, but...
Get Wolfenstein. That's old.
Yeah, I never really connected with that first one. The way
No, me neither. It's too arcadey for me. I guess.
too stupid. That's
It is stupid.
Just stupid.
Stupid is as stupid does, but...
Gibbons. So yeah, there we go. That's my top 5. Gran Turismo Sport, Destiny 2, Steep Road to the Olympics, Far Cry 5, and Call of Duty. Fuck me. And of course, Ash's top 1, which was Destiny 2.
Yeah, mate. That's all you need.
And now it's time for Fuckwit Corner.
Backward corner with funk. Backward corner with funk. He's got some questions for funk.
Has he got some questions this week, buddy?
Funk's got some bits and bobs for us here, buddy. Firstly, he agrees with you. He says this. Ash was right about the driving in Just Cause 3. I found myself never driving anywhere because the grapple and parachute is quicker and far more fun.
Yeah.
My favourite move is to grapple an enemy, and when you reel in, you kick them in the chest. So satisfying.
Nice.
You haven't tapped back in,
to be honest.
Have you played any more of that?
I still just remember hanging them off the statue. It's fucking gruesome. I just looked at it and I was just like, wow.
Who's your god now?
And like the worst of it is, they were just fucking civilians as well. They were fucking enemies. I was just like, yeah, you're dead, bro.
So you haven't played any more of that,
I'm just sending a message to everyone around saying, like, don't fucking mess with me, all right?
Make an example of them, yeah.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I haven't touched that again. Have you played any more of it?
No. Why would I?
I guess. I don't know. I keep...
Maybe.
I need to give it one more session before I dismiss it completely, and I haven't done that yet, but I will. So, anyway, thanks for that, Funk. Funk's in the spirit of agreeing with people this week as well, buddy. He says this. I agree with JJ too. Fuck Nintendo. Fuck Sonic.
Fuck Nintendo, fuck Sonic. Yeah, mate, I'm up for that.
Not interested in playing shit that old. How long before someone goes into game and asks for a hoop and a stick to push down the road? Bracken can do one.
Gibbons. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Fair enough. He's drawn a line in it. I mean, that's fair enough. I've been enjoying a bit of retro.
But you say retro. It's like 10 years, man. That's not retro.
Nah, Sonic's like 1992.
Well, yeah, you weren't playing it on a fucking Mega Drive, though, were you?
No, it's true. And it's a brand new game, and it's very, very different from the old games in that it's a modern platformer with all of the old elements from that old game. But I have bought the SNES Classic, and I'm still umming and ahhing about what to do with it, so...
Sell it, obviously.
Yeah. Don't know.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, the missus is hoping that we'll go away to Barcelona in the autumn, and that would probably pay for our flights,
well, there you go, mate.
I'd imagine. So yeah,
Job
I probably
done.
should. But I just kind of want to sit down with a SNES controller and play Mario Kart.
Get a Raspberry Pi.
Do it on my fucking MacBook and just
Yeah,
use
just
my
get a MacBook.
DualShock controllers.
Yeah, fuck it.
Seriously, I could just Bluetooth the PS4 controllers and...
Or you could buy a SNES fucking USB controller, mate.
Could do.
Then you've got the SNES controller.
It's an option.
Job done.
Yeah. Either way, Funk's having none of it, and fair play to him. So he's agreeing with JJ, and he's agreeing with you this week. So thanks very much for that, Funk.
That's weird, man.
It doesn't make a habit
I
of
don't
it.
like that.
Just drink it in, buddy. Just
I
revel
guess it's one
in
of these
the
moments I need to
sunlight
savour.
of Funk's fair gaze.
Yeah, well, I'm not just getting pounded abuse.
Yeah, like you deserve.
Well, obviously, I'm a massive cunt.
Thanks, Funk. Every week we end the show with questions and comments sent in by you. If you've got anything for us, just pop an email to the jfgpodcast@gmail.com or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or at justforgamers.co.uk. And now it's time for JfG Street Beat.
You got a question we wanna know. Street Beat. Facebook, Twitter, we're on them all. So hit us up and be on the show. Street Beat. The JfG Street Beat.
Street Beat.
We wanna know.
Get on the show.
Get on the show, buddies. And a friendly neighbourhood PJ's got on the show this week, buddy.
Yeah, he's there, is he?
There he is, the Pizzle, the Octo Pizzle in the flesh. He says these things.
He does.
Have been quite intrigued about voice-activated stuff with Alexa, etc. Not sure yet how concerned I am about privacy issues, but that aside, has anyone used it on the PS4? I have never tried, but often get the "you cannot use voice commands at this time" type message.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Have you ever tried to actually use it as intended, i.e. on a regular basis? To like launch games and stuff when you actually mean to?
No. I just press the button. I mean, there's got to be people out there that actually do use this stuff.
I suppose so. I've never met one.
I reckon they're called Bracken.
They might be called Bracken. If you use voice commands, friends of the old community, the old JfG podcast, us listening, you now.
Yeah.
If you do that, if
Hello.
you talk to yourself in your room, ask your PlayStation to fire up, I don't know, fucking War Thunder probably, then let us know, buddies. We'd really like to know.
World of Tanks.
World of Tanks, yeah.
Like, when I was saying, because obviously I had to set up my phone again for the umpteenth time.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, with Google Assistant, it's like, you say, "Okay, Google." And now it's like, "What do you want me to say?" I'm like, "Fuck off." No response. That's right. You know his boss. Right.
Have you any interest in Alexa? Do you think that's something that you would use? I mean, you've got your sort of Sonos set up, haven't you? So that would you say like, okay, like Alexa, fire up Spotify, play Bruce Springsteen? You know, would you do that sort of thing, or would you just pick up your phone and fucking put it on?
I'd just pick up my phone.
I think so as well.
I did. Yeah. I can just be like, yeah, boom.
I can see the value to Alexa though, because it's multifunction, isn't it? Like you can ask anything, and you know it's all hooked up. If you want the weather or setting it, I don't know what I'm just saying these fucking things. I don't believe any of them. Of course, I'm never going to talk to some fucking computer in my house ever.
We got Rob in the chat still. He says, "I say start knack now."
Fucking knack.
I'm guessing soon it'll be knack 2 as well.
It's not far away, buddy.
I know.
It didn't quite make my top 5, but it was very close. Fucking hell. Yeah. I still want to play knack.
No. Well, one day, buddy.
There's not a price on earth that we will pay for it, but I still want to play it.
If only there was a demo, that would do me.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You can at least dismiss it then.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's like all that excitement we had for Quidditch World Cup all those years.
Fucking that day when I finally got to play that game was the best day of my life.
Was it the best or was it the worst?
It's fucking terrible. It was on rails. I was like, what is this? I imagined like fucking wizards flying around everywhere, and just like, no, it's bollocks.
It'd be free roam looking for the golden snitch there, buddy, and
yeah, mate.
They sold you a lie.
I know. I was like, fucking Quidditch World Cup, mate. That was the game that could have been.
It could have been. Yep.
Should have been.
Bring it back. Start tweeting EA. I don't think they made it, but Skatefort. Hashtag. So yeah, no, I've no interest in voice command shit at all.
No.
Under any circumstances. I like the concept of Alexa, and I would imagine if I had children then it'd be a cool gimmick that they'd probably enjoy, and perhaps the generation after me.
We like in the car, like you can go like radio, whatever, like BBC One, like you press the button and then speak to it, and like that lasted about 5 minutes of it being, oh, that's funny in the car with the kids, and that was it. Never used again.
No,
man, fucking voice commands are the worst.
Fuck you, PJ. Up yours. PJ also says this week, buddy, I saw a video where someone made a mod for GTA 5 to give it realistic graphics. Looked amazing. Have you seen it? I have not seen it, but I believe that you, Ash.
Jesus
I believe that
Christ,
you have.
buddy. You need just quickly Google it now. It's fucking insane. GTA 5 realistic. I'm gonna realism mods or something like that. Who knows? Real life mod? I don't know. Ultra realistic graphics mod. There you go. Just watch that. It's out of this world.
Feels like running this 4K YouTube video while I'm recording the podcast is an error in judgment.
It's a bad idea, yeah. Don't run it at 4K, just, yeah. But anyway, there you go. That's it.
It looks really
fucking
nice.
Amazing. I have no info if it's out or how to run it, but I'm guessing you need a massive fucking awesome PC to get that going, to get any kind of frame rate out of it as well. But yeah.
No, it certainly looks demanding.
I'd love to play it. It looks awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, you need some beans for that, I believe.
Yeah, mate.
Fucking sweet. Well, finally from PJ, and this is lovely news and sort of a little bit of a counter to things before. He says, definitely buying Sonic Mania now. Love the classics.
I have no response.
No, fair enough.
I've spoken about Sonic too much.
He was a Sonic boy, and as such, is interested in buying.
He was a Sonic boy. She was a
he said,
whatever.
See you later, Tails.
he said, fuck off, you cunt.
Fuck off, Knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Knuckles, what can he do? Just climb up walls. Climb up cliffs, mate. I could climb up rocky cliffs.
Can you?
Well, I'd give it a fucking go.
Fucking try.
What is an echidna?
Yeah.
Throne of lies. So thanks for that, PJ. Also, I think Mel had a message last week, buddy.
Oh, for me, yeah, taking the piss out of me for my vape, yeah.
What did he say?
Was wondering, Mr. Vape Pants, did your vape come with a flat bill hat, some aviator Ray-Bans, and a fart can muffler for my sedan? I responded with optional upgrades, which I gladly declined.
Fair enough, buddy. You went for the base model.
Yeah, base model, straight up vape.
You decided that it wasn't time to buy the special edition with season pass when it came to the vape. Fair enough.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was worth it. You know, maybe it wouldn't last. But you know, what's that like? 2 weeks now, still going all right. No fags. Doing all right.
Who could ask for anything more, buddy? Like the song goes.
He was a Sonic boy.
He said, see you later, Tails.
Great song.
Well, thanks, PJ, and thanks, Mel. And we're not done with Mel, so let's move into Community Watch.
Community Watch.
I like it. What we got, mate? What we got?
Just the one thing here this week, buddy, and of course that is the art of Mel Gibson's soul.
Taumgs.
We're at the Taumgs, buddy, and what we've got this week from Mel briefly takes time out from presenting us with artwork that we can describe in a sort of vivid, ambiguous, bizarre fashion. And addresses us directly, perhaps me, after my comment last week.
I'm going to say directly at you.
Yeah. With a picture of a Beavis and Butthead Genesis edition video
Genesis
game, buddy.
Mature 13. That is
Mature
as well.
13, with the comment, Mega who? Master what?
Master Wah. Yeah, indeed, buddy. There you go.
Not keen on my Mega
he's thinking-
Drive-age.
No, I mean, that's what I said. You know, that's why I'm trying to cover all the areas. Genesis. Whatever. What was the Master System over there?
Well, I mean, it was the Master System, buddy. So,
Oh, there you go.
although there was a Sega Mark III,
Oh, yeah, there wasn't there? I think.
but I don't think that was a US
there was
version.
a Mega Drive Mark II as well, wasn't there? That kind of slim version.
There was a the Sega Master System 2 is actually my first console. That's what I had. The black one with the sort of flip lid. And when I finally...
The Master System, the original one, was kind of like fucking Space Age with red shit on it.
Yeah, it was very weird. Very
that's what I
weird
played.
looking. The Mega Drive, the original Mega Drive, of course, has got the sort of circle on the top.
Yeah.
The sort of all black affair.
Genesis, yeah.
The Mega Drive 2, it had the sort of funky red push buttons for sort of on and off and reset.
One of my friends had some fucking PC that you put Mega Drive cartridges in. I can't remember if I spoke about this before.
No, you didn't. What the fuck?
Oh, mate, it was mental. I think it was an Atari thing. I can't remember. I'm going to just quickly go Atari Mega Drive or something. No, I don't know. But yeah, it was a fucking PC. And it had Mega Drive ports on the front. And yeah, you could plug Mega Drives. It was weird. I can't remember what it was. It was mental.
I just don't know, buddy. I just don't know. I've never heard of this mentalness. I don't understand it at all. Incidentally, though, what do you...
Amstrad Mega PC. There you go. Suck a dick. Google that shit.
I mean, that's a horror show of a device.
It's the Amstrad Mega PC, buddy.
Why could it play Mega Drive games?
Because it was licensed from Sega.
That's so weird.
Manufactured by Amstrad in 1993 under the license from Sega. There you go.
That's bizarre.
Yep, there you go.
Two machines in one. I've just found an advert for it. That's quite cool. It's a French advert, but it's like Nouveau Amstrad 5990. Two machines on une.
Fucking amazing, mate. There you go.
It's compatible with the Sega Mega Drive. Incredible 16-bit graphics. Stereo. Compatible with Sega Mega CD as well there, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking this thing.
What a beast.
It's an 803 processor with 25 megabytes of RAM.
Oh, shit the towel.
Shit the towel. Fuck the bed. Well, there we go.
Yeah, mate.
Cheers for that, buddy. I had no idea
FIFA
about that.
International Superstar Soccer on that or whatever it
On
was.
an Amstrad.
Yeah, man. There you go.
Salad days.
Yeah, good times.
Shit. Well, there we go. I just wanted to say, actually, did you... Obviously, you didn't have, like, massive love for the Mega Drive.
It was okay.
What name do you prefer out of Genesis and Mega Drive?
The Mega Drive.
You do?
Yeah, because Genesis is like a band.
See, I think I might prefer Genesis.
Why? But it's the fucking Mega Drive. Ew! I will destroy you.
Yeah,
Mega Drive.
But Genesis is such. I mean, they're really at odds with each other. The two names, as you say, like Mega Drive is very fucking Reagan smash, whereas Genesis is like a sort of refined cyborg who's like, ooh, you know, like the two things are really at odds. But I think I might prefer the Genesis name, although I'd never admit it in public, buddy.
I just can't get behind it because there's already the band Genesis. I'm just like, well, is it like a machine sponsored by Genesis?
No, I can detach the two because I've really never really been a fan of Genesis.
Well, obviously, yeah, but I mean,
I like Peter Gabriel, but not really a fan of Phil Collins, if I'm honest.
he's a big dick player, but
Yeah, well, certainly.
Can't deny that.
I can't deny that. He just flops his
but
dong out on the
it's
bar
like
and everyone's
Sega's
excited.
new machine. Brought to you by Genesis.
Well, fair enough. Do you have a preference? Send us a message. JfGpodcast@gmail.com. Anyway.
So, what else is there? There's the Famicom, the Super Nintendo.
That's a terrible name for anything.
It sounds like a Femidom.
It does.
Famicom.
It sounds like something. Yeah, it sounds like something you put in your vag.
Yeah,
it does.
Well, we got there, buddy. Well done.
And on that note,
yeah.
I think that'll about do us, buddy, for episode 125. Been a bit weird, actually. I've enjoyed it, though. I've enjoyed it massively.
There's been stuff going on. I've enjoyed the interactive chat. Cheers, Rob. Legend.
Thank you very much.
Taking it away.
Yeah.
Buddy. Thanks for everyone sending in your questions and shit like that. I don't know what I'm going to play now. Jack and Dexter, probably.
Yeah. Is that
No.
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 I don't know. Orcs?
I haven't played it for a week.
Man, I fancy it.
Okay, we'll do that. I'm fine with that.
Sweet, we're going to go and do that then, buddies. Thanks so much for listening, though. You can find us at www.thejfgpodcast.co.uk, Facebook.com/The JFG Podcast. Our Twitter handle is at The JFG Podcast. You can also find us on a selection of streaming sites like YouTube, where we are at The JFG Podcast. You can find us on twitch.tv/The JFG Podcast. And beam.pro, aka fucking motherfucking mixer.com, where we are mixer.com/the JFG Podcast, I believe, buddy. If you want to listen to an episode from several weeks ago, then head over to our SoundCloud /Just for Gamers, and you can do that. You're welcome to. It'll never be updated again unless archive.org drops on a Sunday night, and then it'll be used again. Yeah. What else? Fucking, you got a community. I posted a new Alls picture from the pub the other night, but I don't know if you noticed that. Did you like that?
Yeah, I did.
Had a nice bit of seaside in there. It's tasty stuff. You can check in on Mel's latest artwork before we describe it weirdly on a show where you cannot see anything. Oh, it's an option.
Beautiful.
So yeah, JFG podcast community is on your PS4. Just search the JFG podcast on there. Even if you don't have a PlayStation, you can download the app and come and play along with us, buddies. And we're also, of course, on Google Plus, if that is how you choose to live your life. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. We will catch you next time. Until then, I've been Alex. He has been Ash.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. You've been listening to the JFG Podcast with Ash and me, Alex. To find out more, head to www.justforgamers.co.uk, Facebook /The JFG Podcast, or Twitter, where we are at the JFG Podcast. Episodes go live every Sunday, and if you could pop onto iTunes and write us a quick review, we would love every inch of you, even if you got old and fat. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you next time.